Hey guys, what's up? It's Donnie. To ring in the new year, I'm going to be doing my top 5 films of 2015. Now, in order for it to make my top 5, it has to be films I've seen. So movies like Straight Outta Compton, The Danish Girl, Joy, or even Concussion won't make this list, simply because of the fact that I haven't seen those films. That doesn't mean they're not good. You can go see them if you like. But I will see them once they come on DVD. Now, before I get to my top 5, let me go on some honorable mentions. Avengers 2 Age of Ultron is a very great follow-up to the original Avengers, but there are some things that didn't make it to get on this list. For example, it's a little too long, and there are some things in the ending that I really didn't like, but other than that, it's a fantastic film, and it's just great that Cyclops finally got to do something. Not Cyclops, it's just great that Hawkeye finally got to do something. Another honorable mention I want to bring up is Jurassic World. Now, Jurassic Park 3 sucked, and I really hated the fact that that was the closure of the Jurassic Park trilogy. So, with seeing this sequel, I was pleasantly relieved and surprised. Because everybody, despite the fact that the original characters aren't in the film, the new characters do their job and do their job quite well. I really love Chris Pratt, I love Bryce Dallas Howard, and I love even the kids in the film are fantastic. So, yeah. My last honorable mention is The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. Now most of you guys know from my review that I was really psyched to see this movie. And though I was disappointed with the third act, everything about the movie was still great. Jennifer Lawrence, as usual, does a fantastic job. Josh Hutcherson has really grown into his role as PETA. And I was about to say Chris Hemsworth, shoot. I meant to say Liam Hemsworth does another wonderful job with with Gale. And Philip Seymour Hoffman, the late and great Philip Seymour Hoffman, is also very fantastic with his role as Plutarch, despite him dying before filming his last scene. And Woody Harrelson, I love as Haymitch, and yeah, so those are my honorable mentions. I got a little long with Hunger Games. But now let's go to my top 5 films of 2015. Number 5 is Ant-Man. Now, like I said, one of the problems with Avengers 2 was that there was so much hype to it that it almost, got lost in the shuffle. But with Ant-Man, being that it's an original film, well, not an original film, it's based off a comic book, but given that it was a new hero on the big screen, there was less expectations for it, which meant a better outcome. And that's why it beats out Avengers 2 for me. Everybody in the film is great. Paul Rudd does a fantastic Scott Lang. All right, I got them mixed up. Michael Douglas does a great job as Hank Pym. Angelina Lilly does a great job as Pym's daughter. And even the villain is fantastic as well. I just love the movie, and I really can't wait to get it on DVD. I still haven't gotten it yet. But yeah, do yourself a favor and pick it up if you see it. Number 4 is Spectre. I know a lot of people enjoyed Kingsman and was probably the better choice of this list, but like I said, I haven't seen that film. Spectre to me was bringing James Bond back. Skyfall was the tip of the iceberg, and this is the bottom of the iceberg, which I hope is a good thing. Is explaining it in a good way. Daniel Craig, as usual, does a fantastic job as James Bond, and the new Bond girl I like a lot. Ray Fiennes does a fantastic follow-up to Judi Dench as M, and Q, I forget the actor's name, but the man who plays Q is very funny and does a very fantastic job. Just overall great film. I love Spectre, and I really hope Daniel Craig doesn't end it here. I really hope he just does one more film, and I really love Christoph Waltz as Spectre, and I really hope he sticks with it because he's just a great Bond villain. Please excuse my voice, I've been sick. Now, my number 3 is Inside Out. Now, this to me was one of the more original ideas original ideas that Pixar has done in years. Given that they've been doing a lot of sequels lately and are going to be doing a lot more sequels later, with Finding Dory coming out, I believe, next year. Or in a couple months, depending on how you look at it. I love the characters. Joy, sadness, anger, disgust, fear. They're all great. I even love the main girl, Riley. She is... everything about this film is great. Because essentially when you look at it, it's about puberty. And how the inside of your mind reacts to puberty. And it's just a fun film. And I really hope, even though I hate the idea of Pixar doing more sequels, I really hope they do a sequel to this, because this is a type of film that could use it. Because, frankly, I want to see what the mind looks like when it's grown up. My number 2 is Creed. Now, when I first found out about this getting made, I thought this was just going to suck. I really thought the Rocky series had ended with Rocky Balboa, and I really wanted to believe that. But, much to my surprise, this film was fantastic. It doesn't have the cheesiness of Rocky IV or just the overall badness of Rocky V. It's just like the original. It has heart, it has strength, and it has awesomeness. The fighting was superb, the acting was perfect. Stallone gives us the best performance he's given to us in years, and Michael B. Jordan does a fantastic job as Adonis Creed. This is overall just a fantastic movie. Now, number 1. It's a no-brainer, really. If you saw my review of this film, you'd know why. My number 1 of the year, the best movie of 2015, is Star Wars: The Force Awakens. I can't understand how awesome it is that a build-up to a movie would give so much, and then the aftermath would give us even more. Everybody in this movie is great. The original cast, Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, and Carrie Fisher all do their jobs and all do it brilliantly. And the new cast does a fantastic job as well. I love John Boyega. I love Daisy Ridley. I love Oscar Isaacs. I love every single new character. I even love BB-8. He is basically, to me, like R2-D2's son. I have to say that. Everything about this movie is just fantastic. And that's why I believe it's the best movie of the year. So that's my top 5 movies of 2015. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments below what your favorite movies of 2015 were. And yeah, so that's it for now. I'm sure you guys have a lot of parties to go to. Well, actually, not really, because this is gonna go up after New Year's. But Happy New Year, and see you all in 2016. Bye.